So I'm gonna start loading this cake, which is just so happens to be a Cody Scott custom cake from the face paint shop. I kind of always say that I cheat my roses, so we'll see what you guys think. And I can feel the brush dragging a little bit, so I kind of keep loading so I don't get that drag on the brush. That feels pretty good. And let's put a rose sort of right here. I'm gonna start with just wiggle around for some petals. That's how I start. And while I'm waiting for that to dry, when I go in and put my paintbrush in the water, I'm really only dipping the tip because I want to make sure I have enough white. I typically end up with enough of the dark color that I don't really need to reload that as often as I need to reload the white. I also keep a little bit of creamy white available in like the bottom base of, I typically use Wolf for my white. So if I needed to, I can even brighten it up in here a little bit too, also. But I'll go in and do a few little smaller ones in the background here. And then I like to come in and sort of just suggest branches. And all I'm doing is tapping down my brush to create these little twiggy things that I can later play with and put leaves on. A little bit like that. This should be pretty dry by now that I can do my center. And what I do is that I pick one of these outer petals as the center of my flower. I very often do that. So I'm gonna do, I'll do right here. I'm gonna come in, do a little swoop, another little swoop, go in, pull in from the outside. Here I'm feeling I'm picking up some of that dark, so I feel like I need to just pop in a little bit more white. That's getting a little too dry. I'm not getting much paint, so I'll just go in with the back of my paintbrush. Now I'm gonna cream it this way. Now I have some nice white right there that I can go in, pull that white in a little bit more as I need. Okay, and then I really like, because this is next to a yellow in the cake, the white ends up being more of a creamy white instead of a bright white, so I do enjoy the white from the cake a little bit more. That. And when I go to add my leaves, I did not wash my paintbrush. I'm gonna go straight into this cake with my dirty brush. And I love the effect that this creates because you get this beautiful sort of antique-y looking leaves. And I can just go in. And because I have my branches here, those are the guides for where I'm gonna pop those leaves in. I can also flip my brush around, get some of those darker leaves. And the more I go into this cake, it's gonna start to brighten up. So I will get some variation. And if I feel like there needs to be just, there's a gap, I don't necessarily need to put another leaf. I can just pop in that little branch in there and fill it out like that.